Now let's cover the permalink section of the settings. We're going to make a change here into the permalinks. The default standard, this is how your links look, is it shows easycoachingpro.com/blog, and then look, there's a little question mark, p equals 123. That's the default standard, and that's okay to keep. But personally, I like a little bit different of a setting for my blog. The custom structure I like, let me type it in here for you, is post name. I like to have the post name so you can see what I'm putting here. Put this exact same one if you want to do the same type of structure that I do. Now, this is going to change how the links look. Let's go and actually look at our link. easycoachingpro.com blog. That's where our blog is. You can see here's our blog. If I click on one of the links, you can see how it's using the current default structure. This link now, and let's save the changes. Okay, we save the changes. And you can look up here, it says the permalink structure is updated. Let's go see how it looks. All right, refresh. And we can see now, instead of the numbers, we have our actual title of the post is coming up in the URL. So the reason I like this format is when people link to my blog, like they want link to one of my posts, let's say I write a post about golden retriever rescues. People who link to that post are going to have golden retriever rescues in their link. So it helps me a little bit. It gives me a little benefit with the search engine. Not a huge bump, but a little benefit with the search engines. So I like using that type of format. Now, for some of you watching this, it's possible that you might click the Save Changes, and instead of seeing the permalink structure updated, you see a little text that says that you have to update your htaccess file. And when that happens, you'll see that up here, and then at the bottom, underneath this space where you see it's blank for me, it might say that you need to copy and paste this, that it tried to fix your htaccess file, and that it couldn't, and that here's some text for you to copy and paste into your htaccess files. Well, htaccess files are security on your website, and they also basically are telling your website what pages to show. If you're a beginner at this, you're not really experienced with FTP or WordPress, I'd recommend that you leave it alone then. And so if that's the case, if you get an error and it isn't showing up and this isn't working now, I would go back to your default. So I would click on this default again, and I would tell it to save changes as the default. So go back to that. And if you want to change over to the format I just showed you, wait till you get a little bit more experience with FTP and working with your server, or have someone more experienced with WordPress come in and do it for you, because you have to get into the htaccess files, you have to get into FTP, and you have to do a lot of, you have to have a little bit more knowledge to do that. Okay, so default is fine. If needed, we can do the custom structure I showed you as well. So either one is fine as we get through here. Then our last setting to look at is the miscellaneous setting. This is just about where uploads go into WordPress. I'd recommend just leaving this alone, not doing anything here. And so we went through and I've showed you the basics of WordPress. We'll go back to our dashboard, and from here we'll get started and we'll start messing with our theme, and we're going to make our site look a little bit better than it looks like right now. It looks pretty plain, so let's get to the next video.